Hey everyone, and welcome back to Chesh Breaks. Oh, I've stuffed it already, haven't I?
Have you?
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
You haven't started the YouTube
No, I've
stream?
started the YouTube.
Oh,
I
good.
forgot that every time I do this, I need to reset OBS Ninja.
Oh,
There we go. I've gotcha. I've gotcha. We are good. We are fabulous, in fact, and we have a lot
we're
of
good.
mail. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna. Okay, great. Perfect. Wow, that was certainly not the entrance I was hoping for. Hi everyone, welcome back to Chesh Breaks. I am Chesh, one half of your awesome team. The other half, of course, being Ads, who has just got his shot of COVID vax and feels like he's been hit by a
It's
truck in the arm.
yep. It's the pain, the struggle is real, but I will be. Well, I won't be getting COVID and dying anytime soon. Just tonight, maybe, and tomorrow.
That's right. Look, we've got some
It's
good
feeling like
mail,
it.
so you know.
We have.
Yeah, we got
There's a
some.
lots.
There's there's a there's no more than there was last week.
No more than there was last week. There was
No,
quite a bit last week.
oh, it shouldn't be that much. I mean, I guess it is. Hey, look, you know what? We'll see. Before we do that, we wanted to go and talk about news stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Card news? Is there anything interesting on the card?
Well, you see, it's funny you should mention that because the eBay return policy change has happened where after 3 days you can no longer send a return back to somebody you've bought off, which is actually just a band-aid and doesn't actually work.
That doesn't fix the problem at all.
No. So here's the reason why for those people who want to bitch and moan and complain that you don't know why. If I sell you a card without tracking because it is a $10 card,
Yep.
because generally speaking, like if it's $50 or under, I won't send it with tracking because who cares? But if I send you a card and you decide to not give me feedback, the card never gets marked as delivered because you haven't told eBay that it's been delivered. Now, if I'm
Oh wow.
selling 100, let's just say Terrence Mann rookie cards at
Yep.
$10 a pop, so like
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 worth of Terrence Mann, and they get eliminated from the NBA Finals, and you decide to send each one of them back to me because I never sent it with tracking, and it's after the 3 day period, then there's nothing I can do about that. This is fucking
Oh boy.
stupid.
Yeah, I think stupid's probably the most concise
Yeah. I
way.
mean, look,
Yeah.
if eBay were to be like, if you have purchased a card, you cannot get a refund, you cannot return this card 3 days after delivery, or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, 14 days after it's been sent,
Yep.
you know, unless it's a special case, like you need to actually put in a case for it. I would absolutely understand that, and that is perfectly fine, right? Because it means
Mm-hmm.
that if the card is damaged, which is another thing that I'm about to bring up because that's going to be fucked as well. If the card is damaged, I'm going to expect you're going to give me a fucking refund. Just like what happened this week from a purchase from March, where a guy had shipped me a Charles Barkley to my Ship My Cards account, and
Yep.
Ship My Cards, the eBay listing doesn't show the corner damage, and the Ship My Cards images don't clearly show the damage either, and I had to ask Ship My Cards to provide me with some extra photos, which I didn't know if they were going to do because it's not something that they generally do, but they're
Yeah.
apparently quite happy to if you ask them. And the corner is fucked.
Oh
Like,
wow.
beyond grading fucked.
Yeah.
Like, looks like somebody has hit the card on the corner, chucked it in a sleeve, chucked it in a top loader, and sent it. And the dude was like, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't see this damage. This is the first time I've had a card. I'm like, it might be the first
Wow.
time, but like, if you are sending hundreds of cards, it
Yep.
doesn't matter if it's 100, or 1,000. It is
Yep.
your job to check that card before you fucking list it as being near mint. This brings up
That is
an
true.
interesting problem on two fronts. Number one, that card was marked as delivered in March. Now,
Yep.
had I have seen the
I
damage,
can see where this is going.
Yep. Had I have seen the damage in March, absolutely would have requested a refund. Didn't see it because it's in my Ship My Cards account. It's in a third-party holder account.
Yep.
Now, the factor now becomes: will I get my refund from this guy, or what's going to happen? Because I've already provided him positive feedback saying that it was received. Under
Yeah.
the
So
new
what's
eBay
the
rules,
incentive? What's the incentive to?
Yeah, under the new eBay rules, I am fucked. It's
Proper fucked, yeah.
my fault for using Ship My Cards, where I cannot check the condition of a card unless I fucking ask them to check the condition of the card, and whoever's looking at that card might not pick up the damage on the fucking card. Because they're not going to look at surface. They're just going to try and take you some clear pictures of the corners and the edges, and that's it. If there's a fingernail mark, they might not even fucking see it. Because all they're doing is pulling it from a shelf, taking a picture of it while it's still in the top loader, and that is all they are doing. So eBay, you're a bunch of fucking idiots. This shit does not work.
How do they fix it though?
I mean, number one, they need to put tighter restrictions around people getting refunds. I mean, that's exactly why they're doing this, right? Because they don't want like improper returns. The problem is that even if it is like a couple of months later and the dude hasn't, maybe what eBay should be doing is covertly adding something to somebody's account, like a check mark, so you know how many returns this account's had. And then once you get up to 3 returns, get somebody to manually check their fucking eBay account as to why those returns have happened. This is the best way to do it. Having a human manual check to go, you've now hit a threshold of this many returns, you cannot get more returns. We need to manually view your returns and why this is happening. If every one of those returns are for the same reason, then we're going to contact you. We're going to say to you, no more refunds. You are done. You are locked out for 6 or 12 months. Because that will absolutely stop some despicable piece of shit from constantly requesting returns.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have any thoughts on how they might be able to fix it?
Like not Fredo? Really. It's in an automated world. Unfortunately, the monster we live with these days is eBay, and I think the sheer volume that they operate with, they're not going to care. They just want to automate as much as possible. They get their cut no matter what. This is the problem, and this is probably why places like the Facebook Marketplace are real, and groups are turning into more popular places to sell.
Yep,
because it's just as
less fees on Facebook if you're doing it like via 3% goods and services. People on Facebook generally band together when somebody has ripped them off, so the community actually gets together and goes, no, this person's a scammer, rather than eBay letting them keep scamming people until there's enough cases. What the fuck? And generally speaking, people get outed from the community if you are incorrectly sending constantly, if you are sending damaged goods to somebody, if you are just being a shit person basically and requesting refunds for no good reason. Like, the community will toss you out.
Yeah, these are all very good points. The thing is, I suppose both have their risks. eBay's tried something and doesn't sound like it's really a solution. At least they're starting to they've started the ball. They've started the ball rolling. There's a process happening. I think that this will fall flat on its face. People won't be happy, and as a result, we'll probably get a few changes to said rules.
Exactly.
Probably. But this will be a slow roll.
Exactly.
Pardon the pun.
I'm just gonna try and change something for a sec. If it's gonna. Oh, it just
Oh my
killed me.
god! I became a Google.
Became Google. Ah, goodness me. This is what happens when you start trying to fix things on.
This is the part where you guys can ask me anything. I'm Google now.
Why is it coming up with Google? I don't understand.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
it's new tabbed you, and I don't understand why.
It's because of the COVID shot.
The
government.
It's that 5G.
The government have hacked you.
They've hacked you. That's it. Nothing you can do now.
They're downloading updates to the shot they gave me.
Yeah, I was going to try and switch it so that I actually had chat up as well, but that is not going to work. But hey, at least we now know it doesn't work. HGA have brought out a new slab that is coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Does this make them like? Does this make us like them more or less, or still indifferent?
To be honest, I'm indifferent. I think this looks fucking ugly. Like, this is for sideways cards, and I get it because the label is going to be up here, and the card will be like, you know.
It's because everyone's been buying that Kobe dunk, the LeBron prison card.
Yeah.
Yeah, they decided to come up with that slab just for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's be honest. I mean, there's a couple of cards throughout history. There's a couple of Court Kings cards that are on their side, and some other stuff. But there's like the what are they called? Damn it, I think they were Noir New Steps or something. The sneaker spotlights. Sneaker spotlight. Yeah. So because those are on their side, because First Steps last
Kobe,
year.
what is it? Grand Reserve card. The farewell one. Closing statements. There we go.
I love how you're like, it's down here somewhere.
That's the name of the card.
So the weekly submission update from HGA has stated that they're increasing to 15,000 submissions this week. So 7,500 per day on both Wednesday and Friday. For us here in Australia, that is Tuesday and Friday. Sorry. So for us in Australia, that's Wednesday and Saturday. The submission times are still 5 p.m. EST on the Tuesday and 9 p.m. EST on the Friday. So that's like 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. for us. Okay. They've reopened 2-day and 10-day submissions, which is great because PSA still haven't fucking graded my cards. Yep, dickheads. So who knows where the fuck those will be back.
PSA's just gone on holidays, same with BGS.
Pretty much. They have stated to avoid using USPS because this week they've had 6 packages that USPS have stated that they've actually delivered to the offices. But HGA haven't actually received the cards, so they feel like, well, they've said here that they're trying to recover the cards, which says to me that they think that somebody at USPS has stolen somebody's fucking submissions. No surprise there.
Yep.
The horizontal slab, they're hoping to go live in 2 weeks with multiple variations and layouts. Blah, blah, blah. And they said that this Friday or our Saturday, they will have a walkthrough video of their new location up. Because they've just basically got a whole heap of stuff going with new printers. Wow. And apparently they'll be releasing on all social media platforms ahead of the queue. So when they do their submission queue, they'll have Rod Smith was on today, and Spud Webb is scheduled for Friday's queue opening.
Okay.
So they're now getting sports stars in to like talk while they open their queues for grading.
I don't know how I feel about this. Like, shouldn't your resources, especially if you're a newcomer to the game, I get the gimmicks, I get the desire to want to stand out from the crowd a little bit and draw some people in. But PSA and BGS are pretty well cooked at the moment because they're overwhelmed. So just focus on the quality of the grading, like the grading you're doing. Get a consistent, nice looking slab and just churn out fucking work. You don't need fireworks. You don't need party poppers. You just need to be able to accept submissions, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's what you would think. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've hated in the past how BGS and PSA have no frontman,
Yep.
or front person. They
Yeah.
simply do not have
They don't have a
anyone
face.
that is a face of their company, and that is a load of shit. I'm glad. I'm not going to say the word happy. I'm glad that Tyler Hitt is the face of his company, as you would expect him to be, because it's his company. But at the same
Yeah.
time, don't shove fireworks up my ass. Just do your job and focus on QA for now. You
Yep.
don't need to stand out from the crowd with all the gimmicks when you're already standing out from the crowd with your slabs. What you need to focus on, if you're HGA at this point, is getting stuff out in a timely fashion,
Yep.
not making mistakes, because that is bringing down market confidence. And yes, the percentage on mistakes is quite small, but they're fucking significant. Especially when you see a baseball card or a football. I think it was actually AFL, NFL, an NFL card getting graded that is Josh Allen / Jim Allen on the fucking title, then you have a problem. And that problem needs to be fixed, because that is the human element fucking up. It's not hard. I'm legally blind. It's not hard to read somebody's fucking name on a card and write it down. It's not.
Yeah, and I guess look, props to like anyone that wants to start a new business, but I think the key stumbling block here is the focus.
Yeah.
They think the important thing is standing out, as you've said, that having a face is already one step above the big two. So that's the tick done. Focus on the quality of what you're outputting. Let your let your game do the talking. You're already on the radars of people. Build that trust, and yeah, so market confidence will go a long way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, basically what it comes down to at the moment is quit fucking up, focus on what you're doing, stop it with the gimmicks. Just get on with the job, make the job good, get the market confidence, and then you can fuck around.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm tempted to send a few things off, but definitely nothing like serious quality, I guess, would be something I'd be prospecting on maybe.
See, this is the thing with it's weird because I think Tyler is in his 30s. I want to say he's like 33 or something, and he's a millionaire. Yeah. I feel like I hate using this term because this is a term that I've heard all my life. Specifically with people talking about people with money. New money doesn't breed confidence. And I hate calling people new money. But if you are buying Ferraris, if you are buying bling cards, if you are wearing all the jewelry and all the rings and all the necklaces and gold teeth, you are new money. And I don't want to say that to a point where you shouldn't enjoy your money, because absolutely you should enjoy your money. But if you're going on like the socials to like show off your bling, and in this case it's very much a whole like, look at all these millionaires hanging out with other fucking millionaires. We don't want to see it. We don't give a fuck that you know other millionaires. I mean, we don't give a fuck that you know NBA stars from past, present, and future. We don't give a fuck. We just want our cards graded. And I don't understand how dudes with fucking all of this money just want to like throw it around frivolously on shit that doesn't matter, and like basically make themselves out to be like multi-millionaires. And it's like, Who
Yeah,
are you
well,
trying to fucking impress?
maybe yeah, that's the thing. Like, don't you want to inspire others by giving quality grades to encourage people that they could be the next wave of millionaires by getting these highly graded cards that are worth thousands of dollars? But if the market confidence isn't there, nobody's going to trust your product
Exactly.
to to be the next lot of new money who has just a random rookie card lying around of one of the next generation
Yeah.
of
And
superstars.
look,
Yeah,
I mean, again, if you've got money and you want to flaunt it. That's fine. But there's a reason why guys like Kobe and Michael Jordan and Larry Bird are all considered to be really fucking great humans. And, Scottie Pippen. Because these are dudes who have made millions of dollars from their craft.
correct.
But they're also dudes who have put their fucking money where their mouth is. Donated to charity humbly. There's a lot of shit you don't know about Kobe with the charity stuff. There's a lot of stuff about Jordan and like underprivileged kids that most people don't fucking know about because you know what? He didn't flaunt it. He didn't flout it. He didn't put it in your
Let's
face.
not leave out LeBron.
Yeah.
I know you're such a big fan.
No,
But he is, yeah. He built a high school. Like
Yeah.
the kid is supporting, yeah.
And I mean,
Kid
and that's the thing, like
Akron, Ohio.
yeah, LeBron wasn't like, name it after me. It's not LeBron High. He was
No.
just like, no, I'm doing this for the kids because, the
Yep.
way that I grew up and I want people to be, I want people who are going to school and kids of color, etc., to have like, a decent chance at life. And to do that,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to help build shit. I'm going to donate money. I'm going to donate time. And I kind of don't see this from these big fucking grading companies. And they're like, look at how much money we have. And it's like, fucking great. Like, where are you fucking putting it? Just back in
You
the
want a medal or a
coffers?
chest to pin it on. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Anyway, I guess we should get on with mail so I stop being angry. Should we start with the graded card that I picked up for $50?
Yeah.
All right.
Go with the graded stuff.
Put my money where my mouth is. It's already sold. Sorry. So I picked up a PSA 9 mint My House base Zion insert
Very nice.
for $50. But I'm selling it to my mate Agus for $60. So $10 profit. Mostly because
$10 finder's fee.
yeah, so we talked about this last week and I was laughing my head off because this is the card where I bid $50 on it. Well, the guy had it up for sale and I was like, I'll give you $50. And then I was like, Agus, you should jump on there and tell this guy 55 and you'll get it. And Agus messaged him instead of posting on the post. So the way I look at this is me teaching Agus how to use Facebook correctly when you're buying NBA cards. Sorry, Agus.
Life lesson.
Buddy. Now, I've known Agus for better part of 10 years now, because we've both been games media for a long time, hung out at the same premiere events and shit, and review events. So I don't mind turning this over to Agus. I was going to keep this in my PC, because I think everyone already knows what I was saying is getting myself a couple of graded Zions that I just like to look at, just to keep, and then maybe someday I will palm them off. But just like cool looking stuff to sit in the collection. And what's cooler than a My House? Like, because these look great. Yes, the parallels look even fucking better, absolutely. But a base My House still looks great. And it is still a very recognizable insert from last year.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
We'll just chuck that over there and I'm going to have a quick sip of water.
It is Zion goodness.
Okay, which one is this? Is this okay? This one is West Oz Cards. All right, so Instagram at West_Oz_cards. Facebook is West Oz Cards. This was the Topps Finest break I went in with West Oz Cards. Get a whole brick of stuff here.
A bundle,
but they're all like individually, well, some of them are individually sleeved in a sleeve, like an outer sleeve. So I was pretty happy with that. So what have we got here? We got a Jazz Chisholm, which I believe is a pretty good rookie at this point. So that's fine. Sixto Sanchez. We got a Luis Diaz. Then we have a Jesus Sanchez. I was going to say Jesus. Another Jazz Chisholm, which is not for some reason sleeved, and another Luis Diaz. So what is the difference? Is there any difference between? No. No noticeable difference.
Ran out of sleeves.
I don't know. Westall's cards shouldn't have.
Yeah. So, is it the background? Is it the background?
No, the background's exactly the same.
No. Odd.
Yeah, both exactly the same cards. So I don't understand why one was sleeved and one was not. But that's fine. I'll put that over here for now. Hopefully not shove my thumb through the card. And then we have another Jesus Sanchez, which this time is in a top loader. I don't understand, man. And another Sixto Sanchez. No shiny refractors.
The only difference is that one came in a sleeve, one came in a sleeve and a top loader, and one came without either.
Yep. And I have no fucking idea why.
I can't see a difference. I don't know if there's secret numbering on it.
Somebody just sent me Patrick Hawkins just sent me a really funny meme, which is something we probably actually didn't talk about that we were going to in news. If Ben Simmons shot 2-pack, he'd still be alive. Wow. Fuck me.
Oh boy, the NBA. Look, do we really want to go on the we're disowning? Australia is about to disown Ben Simmons.
To be honest, he does he even live in Australia?
He doesn't, and he never wants to play for the country, and he
he's
can't shoot a free throw to save himself. He's not. Like, Kyrie Irving is more Australian than bloody Ben Simmons.
It's like LaMelo Ball, where people were like, it's good to see
LaMelo Ball is more Australian than Ben Simmons.
It's good to see one of our Australians getting through on another draft, premier player. LaMelo Ball's not Australian, just to burst your fucking bubble.
Let's claim him, because I want to unclaim Ben.
Sure, we can do that. So this one was from Cherry, and you can see a difference here already. Everything's top loaded. Everything.
There's consistency.
And this is going to be hang on, let me just take this off screen for a second, because that needs to be under there. Those need to be there, and we need to talk about that one, because that's hilarious. All right, we're there. Yep. Okay. Right.
Yep.
All right. So the first up was I think it was a half case or a full case of Absolute Baseball. If you remember, we were talking about Absolute Baseball, that Panini doesn't have the license, so you don't have any of the jersey stuff, which
they've got to be super careful about the angle with which they
yes. As you can tell. I mean, they do Photoshop a lot of shit out.
Get as creative as possible.
Exactly. So we got this extreme team Fernando Tatis Jr. So Tatis.
Fernando. He looks like a baseballer.
Now we got some interesting shit. So this is to 149. This is a blue Tatis. And then, of course, we also got the red to 99 Tatis as well. Tatis. And then we got this to 25 prospects of Mackenzie Gore, who I've never heard of. And is that on the card? Or
this is also the first I'm hearing of this player.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably because they're a baseballer. Number to what? 25, did you say?
25.
Nice. Very nice.
It's cool gold. I like it. Very shiny. And probably worth like 5 cents. But you know what? I'll take it. Let me just make sure these are in the right order, because that one there needs to be pulled out in a second. Alright. So with Cherry, I did a half case of Finest. I think I actually did 2 half cases. Let me just have a look here. I think yes, this was 2 half cases, maybe a third half case. I don't remember. I did a lot
Oh
of Topps
wow.
Finest.
You're
So
the card collector, the Breakers Anonymous group. You need to start attending Breakers Anonymous.
I know. So we've got this Nate Pearson, which is cool. Then we have a oh god, who are you? Patrick Corbin, Masters insert. And then hang on. Don't you just love it when I have to do this every time? Who is this guy? This Ryan Mountcastle. Okay, great. Okay, so Ryan Mountcastle Rookie Masters. Ryan Mountcastle Masters. Rookie. Ryan Mountcastle Rookie. So I guess it looks like I'm starting a Ryan Mountcastle collection at this point.
You've got you're on your way.
I'm on my way.
New PC.
Well, I mean, look, I've been scoring a lot of Ryan Mountcastle stuff, so it's kind of like, you know, only natural.
The baseball, the world of baseball is calling you.
It is calling me. Very, very much. Then I got this green shimmer Josh Bell. Is just sparkly and pretty. To 175. Yes, 157 or 175. You can barely fucking read it because it's up there in the shimmer. But the nicest thing that I cracked from that, the very much nicest thing, and I love it when you get a card and on the back it says congratulations, because it generally means it's hot shit. To 20.
Say generally.
Generally, it's to 25. I think it's selling at about $125 at the moment. I might actually end up getting it graded. I'm not sure. I'm going to talk to some of my baseball buddies because they tell me that a lot of the time with these old guy autos, basically, that you don't get them graded because only the young guys haven't signed like thousands of cards. So I get it, because like they don't really get paid much to do signings anyway. And back in the day, they didn't get paid anything.
Yeah.
So they would just sign thousands of stuff for people. It's a bit of a different beast, baseball. But that's to 25 and orange, and I'm real happy with that. That was a nice score.
That's a very nice score.
Speaking of nice scores, it's your old pal.
Speaking of nice scores, before you go into the mail, how about the Phoenix Suns?
Actually winning games. Actually winning games.
Oh, nothing was better than watching the Clippers curse come into effect for Game 2. That was gold.
Spectacular.
I'm so glad the Clippers are still cursed.
But are they though? I mean, they could start winning.
Did you watch the last 0.9 of a second of that game? They're cursed. Oh, and Pandemic P is back. Oh boy.
I just can't believe that they won with an alley-oop. Out of all things, with an alley-oop.
And Paul George missed 2 free throws.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we didn't talk in news? Pistons are going to get the #1 draft pick next year.
Yes. Exciting for Detroit fans.
No.
Don't mess this up.
No. So what have we got left now? We've got Hawks and Bucks, Suns and Clippers.
Hawks and Bucks kick off tomorrow, game 1. And yeah, Suns Clippers. Suns are up 2-0.
How bizarre is this, right? Like, no Harden in the finals, no LeBron in the finals. Like, your possibility is going to be like Booker and Kawhi Leonard, who's out on injury, and I don't know, Trae Young, I guess.
I feel for Giannis. I want to see Giannis succeed.
Yeah, and Giannis. Who else we got? Like, you've got Trae and Kevin White, right? You've got
today. DeAndre Ayton came out and said he's got that that superstar potential.
Yeah,
He stood up in a big game.
it's so bizarre, man. It just feels like a weird new, feels like a new world. It really
It's
does.
a glimpse into the new world, I think.
Yeah.
It's yeah, my prediction. I've got one horse left in my prediction race. So I said the Bucks would be a sneaky, a smoky, and they're still there. So
Fair, fair, fair. So this is a Red Wave, Carson Edwards rated rookie.
very nice.
So I was very happy to pick this up for like I think $5, or was this one $1? Hang on, let me double check. Because we've only got like 21 minutes left. And I do want to get through the rest, but this is one in particular that I wanted to check. Outbid soon. I have a whole heap of shit in America right now. Like,
Oh boy.
a whole heap of shit, like lottery draft picks, Court Kings. I picked up a Court Kings fresh paint to 149 for like $40 US. Oh, this one was a bit more. Okay, I actually spent $10 on this with postage. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Because it's my boy Carson Edwards, and I don't believe I had a Red Wave. Unless I missed it, which is possible as well. Now, this package comes from our friend Valami. So, Valami, fuck you very much. He knows why, because he put a tease in here that he thought was hilarious. First off, he did surround the package with terrible NFL draft cards as a taunt, because he does watch our content, as you're about to see, and I think you're about to pick up why. Fucking draft prism. The things I always call chaff, and every time I make a post and say to people, show me your Edwards, your Hayes, no draft chaff, none. And so he chucked these in with our trade that we did, just as a hilarious thing. And I was like, you prick. And he's like, yeah, I thought you'd like them, mate. I'm like, yeah, you're a prick. Like, I like it, you're still a prick. So we've got more Don Ross rated rookies. I think there's one in here, isn't there? Need to double check. Yep. Okay, great. There's some more stuff coming from him later on, but yeah, picked up 2 more rated rookies. Gave him a Peyton Pritchard blue explosion, or teal explosion, nice, in exchange. So that was great. This next one I picked up on Facebook. I don't think that was a part of this one. I think that was separate. Maybe it wasn't. Shit. Fine, we'll slip that under there anyway. So continuing the thing, I didn't actually pay for these base, so and these are you can barely tell, but these are the snow ones from the Hoops Winter and a regular. So I didn't actually have any of the Hoops Winter ones. So we got 3 more base for the collection.
We need a ticker. We need to figure out how close to 100 you are.
Yeah, I'll do a count later. Another rated
when
rookie.
We get into the 80s, maybe.
Exactly. Another arriving now. Just a base one. More level 1s. This one wasn't in a top loader for some reason, which makes me nervous, but it seems okay. And of course, the rookie acetate, which last year, most of the rookie acetates ended up being pretty hard to get. Bought this one from Facebook. This is an Asian T-Mall Revolution rookie, which means it has a lovely swell in the background.
Of course.
So I absolutely wanted that for the PC. This was with the Zion for $2. So why wouldn't I pay $2 for a base prism?
Yeah, true.
Sure, I'll buy that, and you know, it's fairly well centered. It's a bit off, to be honest, but probably still grade it just to, you know, have a graded copy around. This was interesting. And I'm sorry, I don't actually remember. I don't think I remember who this was. But I bought some base off somebody on Facey. I think it was on Facebook. And they chucked in all of this prism base, as people do. And Anthony Simmons, Simons, Robert Covington, Devontae DiVincenzo, Darlene Knoll, Turin Prince, and for some reason a Dennis Rodman base.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why this was delegated to no sleeve and just being like trash base that you would use to like protect cards. It's Dennis Rodman. It's fucking Dennis Rodman. What are you doing? So another Killian Hayes base prism.
Nice.
I think it was about $5. And this was $5 as well. So a base Killian Hayes crown because I didn't actually have any base crown.
Oh,
so that was good. We're getting up to sexiness. I'm just going to put you to the side.
Oh, is this the bit where it's really just going to go up a level?
Yeah, this is where we start kind of going up. What do you do? So first off, I guess we'll go another level 1, I think. Yes, just another level 1 Port Kings rookie.
Yep.
And we of course have another acetate because I keep buying them and forgetting that I bought them. The same with the level 1 rookies. This is where we start escalating.
And just keep getting more of them.
We'll do it this way. I think is probably the best way. Yes. Okay. So based on us, rated rookie. A sexy level 2, level 3 Killian Hayes. I actually have a level 4 on the way that cost me $120. Another Infinite Mojo for the collection. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty stunning. But the best purchase of last week is absolutely a Prism Choice rookie signature of Killian Hayes. And it's just so stunning in hand. I definitely need to get this graded. It's just so
that
great.
does that looks mean.
It's just like the swirls in it, and it's just like all bubbles, and like you can't really do it justice on camera because like it's not picking up all those intricate like swirly bubbles that you can barely see. But I tell you what, when you catch it in the right light,
it is. It's not just a. It's just not just a prism. It's not just a refractor. You can see.
Yeah.
I do like the different shapes and contours and
exactly
ways the refractions.
There's like a base prism auto that's just like looks like a base prism card with a signature on it, basically, like the rookie ones. But these come out of Prism Choice, and that's why it's red, and it's just a base signature. But you won't find these for less than at least $100. This was up for I think $160. Recent comps had been around the 130 range. So I said to the dude, like, I'll buy it for 130. He's like, yeah, sold. I'm like, holy shit, that worked. So 130 with postage tracked, and it's just stunning. And it is so cool to have in my collection. I'm so happy with this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Almost as happy as another purchase that should be coming in 2 weeks' time that has a diamond in it. Yeah, you heard me. I don't think I sent you a picture of that one yet, did I?
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't. No. Excited?
You know what? I'm not going to answer that just yet. What I'll do is I will send you a picture on Facebook, and you tell me it's collegiate flawless to 25. And it has a diamond in it. And I'll tell you right now,
Facebook.
I did pay overs. I paid about $120 for it with tracking.
Wow.
But how clean and lovely does that look?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's from Flawless Collegiate Basketball. And if anyone's ever seen those, they're the ones that come out of the briefcase. You know, the little certificate of authenticity saying, yes, this diamond is real and not a fake zirconia.
Oh.
And And when I
Yeah.
saw it, I messaged the dude because I'm like between pay at this point, and I'm like, I tell you what, man, like, I, how much do you want? And he's like, look, I mean, I do want $100 for it, but if you want me to put it away for you, like, it's 120, like with track shipping. I'm like, done. He's like, oh, that's easy then. Like, just send me a deposit and I'll hold it for you, and I'll contact you on Thursday. And I'm like, thank you so much, because I took one look at it and I was like, no, I need that in my life. Like that.
Oh, hell
That's my first. Not even really what you would call a big boy card, but really, let's be honest, that's a big boy card. Like, even at 100 or $120, because it's collegiate, basketball, and it's probably not
Yeah.
going to increase by too much if he does become the superstar. I think he will. But it's just the fact of having that in your collection. It's got a real fucking diamond in it, for Christ's sake. It's just such a lovely card.
Yeah. It's one of those unique cards for your PC as well. Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean,
that's definitely
it's on par with this, really. Let's be honest. Like, both of them are just so good. But I'm so happy that I'm like, just basically stepping away from smaller cards and going, okay, well, like, stick true to, like, all right, what is a true SP, SSP, numbered card, parallel card, or something that's in a product that is too expensive for regular humans to purchase.
Yeah,
Like, I would
exactly.
love to have bought a collegiate basketball flawless case, which, by the way, the briefcase this year for collegiate basketball was, for flawless collegiate basketball, was black instead of silver and looked schmick. Paying $2.5 grand for one of those, I absolutely should have done that. Like, there's no question. Because if you hit a LaMelo ball, you're cheering, right? But like, the one problem that always brings me out of those collegiate draft things is the fact that you could get somebody who was not signed in the draft. You might get a one of some dude you've never fucking heard of who'll never play in the NBA because he missed the draft spot, And that's my problem with that collegiate, like, basketball stuff, because if you're opening
it's such a huge gamble.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, massive gamble, yeah.
And you're probably not going to recover your money. I actually saw
this hobby is totally gambling.
Oh yeah,
it's
for sure.
The high stakes room.
I saw somebody opening a I think it was a flawless NBA 1920 briefcase, right? So not college stuff, like all proper, like, jerseyed up stuff. It's a $10,000 briefcase. The amount from the cards that this person hit, 4,000 total. That's a net loss, a net loss of $6,000.
Yeah, you got to really have money to burn if you want to take risks like that.
That's just a no from me. That is a no from me. Like, that's a bad time.
Yeah, like, nah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's an adrenaline rush outlaying the money before you open it.
Yeah.
But the second you open it and realize you've hit nothing.
That's exactly it. Like, as soon as you've opened it, like, you're done.
You're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
I could have used that $10,000 on, I don't know, a fucking down payment on a car. That's half a car. That's actually, like, a really good secondhand car will cost you $10,000 in good working condition, registered, and fucking roadworthy. Like,
yeah, that's
fuck me. And look, I am that stupid dickhead that at some point I'm gonna want to open one. Maybe if the hobby goes back to, like, having those at, like, 5,000 or maybe 3,000. I'd love if NT was back to, like, $600 instead of $5,000, because I'd absolutely
even
buy an
$1,000 for NT would be nice.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be willing to outlay $1,000 for an NT box. Fuck yeah! I'd just be like, let's go. Like, that'd make for great channel content, I reckon. But
yeah,
like, $5,000 though, like, with this rookie crop, is just a no. It's just a no.
That's it. Yeah, it's just a no.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for mail time. Do you have anything to plug?
No, nothing to plug. I've just listed. I'm downsizing a few things. I've got a Kobe Bryant framed jersey up on the Facebook Marketplace at the moment. Anyone's interested?
Oh my
Uh,
goodness. Why have you not
yeah.
even posted that in my group? In our group?
I posted it last night, so I'll post it in the group.
Yes.
A link in
Just
the
definitely
group shortly.
post stuff in the group.
It took a lot for me to bite the bullet and say it was time to go.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you, but you know.
But I've got enough other stuff. I don't need something that I just can't find wall space for.
That's fair. How much you selling it for?
4,950 is what it's listed as. So
makes sense.
Open to maybe offers, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'm not like in a hurry to sell it. So
no, of course not. And it's a big ticket
it's not
item.
a fire sale.
I'm fairly certain I know a couple of Kobe collectors who might be interested.
Yeah,
but I don't know if they've already got themselves jerseys.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. There's a lot of people that do have jerseys out there, and oh, I tell you what, there's times where I feel like not doing it, but it's time to go. Time to go.
Look,
I've got my Panini prints. I
was gonna say you could sell it and buy yourself a box of national treasures.
Yeah, that's it. And then pull out $120 worth of cards from that box.
And just feel like you just absolutely wasted one of the last
feel like I'd
signatures of
smashed
Kobe on
the frame, taken the jersey out, and used it as toilet paper. So no, thank you.
Just wiped it on your ass.
That's it. Put it out in the bin. Why not? Why not? Far out. But yes, no, just going to be watching a lot of playoffs the next week, I think.
Yep, that's fair.
Going to be interesting. Interesting new frontier. Seeing the next generation of stars taking the court. Hopefully, we see some young prospects step up in the playoffs and maybe up their value on the market.
Yeah, I need to just kind of like goes. I don't know. I need to find a new computer game to play. That's going to be my mission for the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I'm gonna dabble at going outside now that we're sort of allowed to, even though it's freezing cold.
Outside, ew. I mean, you've been vaxxed, so
yeah, that's it. I'm ready to take on the world. I'm not scared of this COVID thing anymore. Lies. I'm still terrified, but anyway,
terrified of like Delta.
Well, that's it. It's just like, oh, what's the next thing they're gonna scare us with? But that'll just be nice to actually eat out somewhere.
Yeah,
even if you do have to scan in, drink half a bottle of sanitizer, and I don't know. They'll download all the updates. The Big Brother's going to download all the updates to my tracking, all the tracking software they've implanted in me. Yeah, that gets downloaded overnight. It's like a Windows update. So,
I actually saw somebody shared a video of someone getting the vaccine, and they were like, "It's fake. You can tell because there's no needle." And I was like, "It's a safety needle, dude. Like, it retracts into the needle itself once the prick has been done. Like, that's the point of this particular type of needle. It's so that you don't get jabbed when you take it out of your patient. It is called a safety needle. Like, don't be a fucking dumbass. So many dumbasses.
Wait a second. We're going to do the magnet thing, and we go, look, it's a magnet. It just stays there.
Just stays there. So the one thing I guess we will leave everyone with is, if you have access to the vaccine and you can safely get to and from the place where the vaccine is, which I cannot at this point, definitely get your fucking vaccine.
That's it. Go and get it while it's there. Don't get the Zeneca stuff if it's offered as an alternative.
Yeah, don't get Zeneca.
I keep worrying that they keep upping the age limit there for a reason. So
yeah,
hopefully we get enough of that Pfizer stuff and everybody stays safe and gets vaccinated. And yeah, thoughts go out to New South Wales, who are about to go through what we just went through, apparently.
I mean, I'd give a shit, except, they gave us so much hell. So, hey, New South Wales.
Thoughts go out to New South Wales, the thoughts are generally, ha, suffering your jocks, we've been through worse.
How's your fucking libs going now, you pricks?
Let's close our borders. No, let's not. Let's get out. Oh,
have fun with your Scott Morrisons.
But yes. Speaking of which, I think I'm ready for bed. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Oh, dude,
I have a thumping headache. My arm feels dead. But I'm looking forward to. Well, probably won't be next week's mail time that diamond, but I'm looking forward to seeing that
Yeah,
on
next week
stream.
is something else. Hmm.
Something else.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see if it comes through.
We'll see. We'll see if our great friends at Australia Post can oblige.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. All right, everyone. We'll catch you later. Have fun. We will see you next Friday at 6:30 p.m.
See you guys.